Spotkało się z szerokim odgłosem w
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present a picturesque score of Passing Fancy.
Sit tight, I'm gonna need you to keep time. Come on, just snap, snap, snap your fingers for me. Good, good, now we're making some progress. Come on, just tap, tap, tap your toes to the beat. And I believe this may call for a proper introduction. And well, don't you see, I'm the narrator and this is just a prologue. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen. We're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen. We're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Applause, applause, no wait, wait. Dear studio audience, I've an announcement to make. It seems the artists these days are not who you think, so we'll pick back up on that on another page. And I believe this may call for a proper introduction. And well, don't you see, I'm the narrator and this is just the prologue. Swear to shake it up and just try to listen. We're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to shake it up and you try to listen. We're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to take it up, you swear to listen. Swear to take it up, you swear to listen. Swear to take it up, you swear to listen. Swear to take it up, swear to take it up. Swear to take it up if you swear to listen. Oh, we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen. Oh, we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes. Da, 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 da. Stop stalling, make a name for yourself, or you better put the pen and paper, chime in way out. If you talk, you better walk, you better back your shit up with more than good hooks while you're all under the gun. Start talking a sensationalist, always slightly clever to just a certain extent. If you talk, you better walk, you better keep your mouth shut with more than good hooks while you're all under the gun. Beneath the bed, it's time for us to take a chance. It's time for us to take a chance. Beneath the bed, it's time for us to take a chance. It's time for us. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. Well, we're just a wet dream through the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. I'm burning and I'm black in my lungs. Boy, you know it feels good with fire back on your tongue. If you talk, you better walk, you better back your shit up with more than good hooks while you're all under the gun. Start talking a sensationalist, oh, he's slightly clever to just a certain extent. Whoa, keep quiet. Shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we write. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we write. Slightly sarcastic, with a good chance of A. Indifference to B, disinterest in what the critics say. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. Swallow your tongue. I'm sure you would want to give up the ghost with just a little more poison than. Or was it God who chokes in these situations? Running late, oh no, he called in. Or was it God who chokes in these situations? Running late, oh no, he called in. The hospice is a relaxing weekend getaway where you're a cut above all the rest. Sick and sad patients on first name basis with all the top physicians. Prescribed pills, all set the shakes, to all set the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. That's when you stutter something profound. The support on the line, and with the way you've been talking, every word gets you a step closer to hell. That's when you stutter something profound. The support on the line, and with the way you've been talking, every word gets you a step closer to hell. Prescribed pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. Prescribed pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. I am alone in this bad house at hand. She never fixes that, but at least she I am alone in this bad house. She never fixes that, but at least she prescribed pills, offset the shakes, offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. Prescribed pills, offset the shakes, offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. The hospice is a relaxing weekend getaway where you're a cut above all the rest. Sick and sad patients on first name basis with all the top physicians. The IV and your hospital bed. This was no accident, this was a therapeutic chain of events. Is it still me that makes you sweat? Am I who you think about in bed? When the lights are dim and your hands are shaking as you're sliding off your dress, think of what you did and how I hope to God he was worth it. When the lights are dim and your heart is racing as your fingers touch your skin. I got more wit, a better kiss, hotter touch, a better fuck than any boy you'll ever meet. Sweetie, you had me. Girl, I was it, look past the sweat, a better love deserving of exchanging body heat in the passenger seat. No, 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 you know it will always just be me. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. Some testosterone boys and hard-looking girls. Will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? Some testosterone boys and hard-looking girls. Will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? So I guess we're back to us. So cameraman, swing the focus in case I lost my train of thought. Where was it we last left off? Oh, now I do recall we were just getting to the part where the shock sets in and the stomach acid finds a new way to make you get sick. I hope you didn't expect to get all of the attention. Let's not get selfish. Did you really think I'd let you kill this chorus? Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and hard-looking girls, will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? So testosterone boys and hard-looking girls, will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? Dance to this beat. Dance to this beat. Dance to this beat. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster. I've got more wit, a better kiss, hotter touch, a better fuck than any boy you'll ever meet. Sweetie, you had me. Girl, I was it, look past the sweat, better love deserving of exchanging body heat in the passenger seat. No, 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 you know it will always just be me. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and hard-looking girls, will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? So testosterone boys and hard-looking girls, will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? So testosterone boys and hard-looking girls, dance to this beat. So testosterone boys and hard-looking girls, dance to this beat. Faster, faster. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we are unable to continue our broadcast of dance music. We shall continue now with our piano interlude.
consenting age to be forgetting you in a cabaret somewhere downtown where a burlesque queen may even ask my name as she sheds her skin on stage. I'm seated and sweating to a dance song on the club's PA. The strip joint veteran sits to a wave, smirking between dignified sips of his dignified peach and lime daiquiri. And isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and banging naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and banging naivety. Oh, but I'm afraid that I may have faked it and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. Well, I'm afraid that that's right, well, I may have faked it and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. And isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and banging naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and banging naivety. As I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. Yes, but what a shame the poor groom's bride is a whore. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne, pour the champagne. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of closing a our daily dose of faux affliction. Forgive our sins, forged at the pulpit with forked tongue, selling faux sermons. 'Cause I am a new wave gospel sharp, and you'll be thy witness, a gentleman. If you're gonna preach, for God's sakes, preach with conviction. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Just stay where I can see you. Down the lights! We sure are in for the show tonight. In this little number we're graced by two displays of character. We've got the gunsling car extraordinaire, walking contradiction. And I for one can see no blood from the heart and the wrist you allegedly slit. And I for one won't stand for this. If the scene were a parish, you'd all be condemned. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Just stay where I can see you, douse the lights. We sure are in for a show tonight. Just stay where I can see you, douse the lights. We sure are in for a show tonight. Stay where I can see you, douse the lights. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Don't you move. Please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats with the doorman. From that moment you'll be out of place and under duress. I'm wrecking this evening already and loving every minute of it, ruining this banquet for the mildly inspiring end. Please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats with the doorman. From that moment you'll be out of place and under duress. I'm wrecking this evening already and loving every minute of it, ruining this banquet for the mildly inspiring end. When you're in black slacks with accentuating off-white pinstripes, whoa, everything goes according to plan. I'm the new cancer, never look better, you can't stand it, because you stayed so under your breath, your reading lips. When did he get all comforted? You heard that? I'm the new cancer, never look better, and you can't stand it. Next is a trip to the ladies' room in vain, and I bet you just can't keep up with fashionistas. And tonight you are a whispering campaign. I bet to them your name is cheap, I bet to them you look like Talk to the mirror, oh, choke back tears, and keep telling yourself that I'm a diva. Oh, and the smoke's in that cigarette box on the table, they just so happen to be laced with nitroglycerin. I'm the new cancer, never look better, you can't stand it, because you say so under your breath to your reading lips. When did he get all confident? stand it. Haven't you heard that I'm the new cancer? I've never looked better, and you can't stand it. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted when I spike the punch. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted when I spike the punch. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted when I spike the punch. It's these substandard motels on the corner of 4th and Fremont. Straight appealing only cause they're just that unappealing. Any practice Catholic would cross themselves upon entering. The rooms have a hint of asbestos and maybe just a dash of formaldehyde, and the habit of decomposing right before your very eyes, along with the people inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Tonight's an inch range from a lawyer and a virgin, rising with a rosary tucked inside her lingerie. She's getting a job at the firm come Monday. The missus will stay with the cheating attorney. Moonlighting aside, she really needs this money. A wonderful caricature of intimacy. Yeah. And not to mention the constable and his proposition for that virgin. Yes, the one the lawyer met with on Strictly Business, as he said to the missus, well, only hours before, after he had left, she was fixing her face in a compact. There was a terrible crash. There was a terrible crash between her and the bed. She spilled her purse and her bag and held the purse of a different kind. Along with the people inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy. There are no raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths of the sheets, and before all the stains and a few more of your least favorite things. Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths of the sheets, and before all the stains and a few more of your least favorite things. Inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths of the sheets, and before all the stains and a few more of your least favorite things. Raindrops on roses and the girls in white dresses and sleeping with the roaches and the taking baths of the sheets, and